ISIS believes if they're killed by a woman, they don't go to heaven. They go to hell. It's an insult to them to be killed by a woman. People will ask, do you think they deserve to die? I don't know. What I do know is that I like the world I live in now. I like my friends. I like to have a good time. I like to have fun. I like to enjoy the beautiful things around me. These people want to destroy that. So to me, it's like, I don't care if they deserve to die. What I think is they don't deserve to live in the same world I'm in. Well, they don't want to get killed by the women. So I wrote that poem for them. And it says, "Fear us women, O enemies of humanity, for you who die by our hand will burn in hell forever." I hadn't actually heard of ISIS until the summer of 2014. One of my coworkers was showing me a video. When ISIS came across from Iraq into Syria, they were capturing villages and cities, and they were raping the women and murdering the men and butchering the children. You know, in my mind, I don't see them as humans. When they first showed up, they had a lot of support to start with, and they didn't have an adversary that was willing to stand up against them. And certainly in some places, they were happy to have them there, mainly because they thought that they were better than who was there last time. But then when reality sinks in, they realize, oh no, this is much worse. A bunch of things happened that made me look at my life and reevaluate it. I was hit by a car on my motorbike, you know, and I realized I'd spent too much of my life doing things I don't really want to do, you know, things you do because you have to make a living. I had the good fortune of growing up in a very safe country where in other places they struggle just to get by every day. I've always been very aware of that and very conscious of that, and I've always wanted to pay it forward, my good fortune of having grown up in Canada. We don't build our lives out of nothing, we build our lives out of opportunities. And but other people in the world, like in Syria, they don't have opportunities. They're told this is the way you live, and if you try to move out of that, then we will oppress you, we will kill you, arrest you, torture you, whatever, right? You're forced to be this way. I really started to follow the war in Syria and what ISIS was doing. I was wondering if people could join ISIS, if people could volunteer to fight with ISIS. There must be a way for people to volunteer to fight against ISIS. And then I heard about the YPJ. It's an all-women's army. Its primary goal is to bring women's rights to the Middle East. YPJ stands for Yekanin Palestina Jin. Translated, it means Women's Protection Unit.